Alright, so the August producer's letter is here, and it's all about the Part EX of the celebration. Well, specifically the Global Dokkan celebration. You guys know what the deal is. Uh, we're going through this again. Now, as usual, obviously, they're just announcing the next set of content, but we've already seen it at this point. We're getting a new Dokkan Fest LR, and I think they've talked about. I'm not gonna go through this entire video. I'll just go through like parts of it that they've talked about. We'll start off with this. This is the new Supreme Magnificent Battle Next Generation Saiyans Edition. So I'm assuming this is all hybrid Saiyans, specifically, and they're giving us a free wallpaper. Sure, I'll take that. We'll take a look at the in-game news as well. They've already put that out there. There's gonna be a new stage added for the Perfect Cooperation Team Battle. I think there's 4 stages already. There's gonna be one more added to it. What was it? I think it's gonna be added with Goten and Trunks being the enemy, and they're gonna be swapping just like the first 2 stages of this event. Oh, this is getting revamped. So the B-Pan event is getting revamped to not only increase what's called it link level rates, but also dragon ore. So the stuff that we got, these items that you're able to get through missions to exchange for dragon souls and all that shit. Now you're able to get these through this event, and they can only be what's called it obtained every week. Well, it's kind of obvious, but we haven't had this in a little bit, so you're bringing it back. That's the reason why it's still in the game, still in the Baba shop. So if you need stones, badly, this would be your chance. I have to take a look at the in-game news too, but it's gonna be in there now. Thank goodness. And then they announce this shit. We'll talk about it. This is oh shit. I should put the volume down here. This is the newest Dokkan Fest LR. Yes, we have five. Wait, five. What am I saying? 5 LRs, 3 Dokkan Fest LRs. That's right, 3, not 2, 3. 3 Dokkan Fest LRs now. Freaking Goku and Vegeta, Omega Shenron, and now this. Super Saiyan Gohan, reversible exchange with Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Goten. For what it seems though, and I'll talk more through it as hold on. Oh, there we go. I'll talk more about this throughout with these animations. The unit, from what I'm understanding, is good. I don't know how good. I need to read their shit entirely. Those look pretty good though. The animations do look pretty good. They're coming out on the 7th, so in a couple of days, we'll see them with the newest banner unit, which kind of spoiled at the very beginning, as you guys saw at the bottom of the part of the video. But these guys are the main headliner for Part 3 or Part EX of the global Dokkan campaign. Yeah, the reversible exchange, blah blah blah. Let's take a look at. So these are animations, and we can go through this as is. So this is Gohan's, I believe, 12 key animations. Animations, I say, are simple, I guess. And there's some Masenko. Yeah, I feel like these animations are more simple, honestly. And then this is the reversible exchange animation. There we go.
So, what did you think? This meetup animation takes its
Let
name.
me. So that's a reversible exchange animation, and these are the categories that both of these units are on. It's another Majin Buu Saga LR, of course. It makes sense. They took parts of it from the Majin Buu Saga opening, or was it the opening? Probably is actually. So oh, they're int. I didn't realize that they were int actually. So they'll have dodge anyways. They'll have like level 5 dodge already. Okay, interesting. But we'll talk more about them. So their leader skill is Hybrid Saiyans Youth or Defenders of Justice. 3 key, 200% with a 170% attack and defense, and then 50% extra stats. So those also belong on these sibling bonds, bond of parent and child, or bond of friendship. Interesting. Hold on, let me pull this up very quickly. What's the categories, right? No, I think it's tools, 100% plus leader skill. So was it Hybrid Saiyans, Youth, and then Defenders of Justice with sibling bonds, bond of parent and child, and bond of friendship. So this is what we're looking at here. And of course we have the new pan. I feel like they released this pan as a banner unit for Omega Shenron, not just for GT heroes, but also for youth. Let me double check. Yeah. Yeah, so she also fits under their new leader skill. This new leader skill specifically. So that's fine. She now has another use, thank goodness. But I have not tried her out yet. I know I have her. I pulled her. I don't know. Sure. Yeah, sure. She'll help this team, but not Omega. Well, not Omegas, but also GT heroes. Okay. Sure. I'll take it. Uh, so 12 key raises the attack for 4 turns, so it's colossal damage and it has a. And then raises crit by 10% for 4 turns. And then 18 key raises defense for 1 turn, does mega colossal damage, and then raises crit by 58%. So what you're doing here is you're doing crits on 12 key more often. So essentially, if he has additionals, he has a 68% chance to crit for 1 turn, and then a 20% chance beyond that if he does additionals. But I've wanted to read this kit over again. So he gets 200% attack and defense within a guaranteed additional super. Okay, sure, that's good. Because I was expecting like, maybe he has additional supers, and then he receives an additional 3 key per rainbow key spur obtained. Sure. Gets 250% defense on when receives an attack for 1 turn. Gets on character's entry. He gets 40% damage reduction and gives all allies 30% attack and defense. Okay, sure. When there's another hybrid saint or bonded parent and child on the team, ally on the team, he gets 7 key, 250% attack when attacking, gives all allies 30% attack and defense, and the chance to crit plus 15% self excluded. So this unit doesn't get the buff, but everyone else does. Okay. And if he gets one or more rainbow key spears, he gets 200% defense, 38% damage reduction, launches another additional super, and then gets 200% attack when attacking. So the way that this unit works is if you at least get one rainbow key spear, you get damage reduction. But for 1 turn, the first time this unit comes into rotation, this unit has 78% damage reduction. That's just the first time. And then after that, it's 38%. And then you have to rely on all the defensive buffs that he's getting. Sure, I'll take it. If you get 12 or more int key spears or 5 rainbow key spears, he gets 258% defense with another 20% damage reduction. And then he gives all allies 58% attack and defense with for 2 turns self-excluded. So on top of the so he basically gets 98% damage reduction if conditions are perfect. You get 12 int key spears with with an additional rainbow key spear, so 13 key spears in total. With the 40% damage reduction on first appearance or first rotation essentially. So 98% damage reduction. That's pretty good, but that's if conditions are perfect. When another two or more hybrid Saiyans category allies are on the team, starting from the 3rd turn, or starting from the 5th turn, they can do a reversible exchange. That's not difficult considering that all of these units in here are. I need to close this out. Sorry, I have shit covering up my tab, so I can't really see some of the other ones that I have open or I can be able to close. But you do have good options for hybrid stands, really. Beast is a decent one. You have this Gohan that works full power Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. When I say full power, it's just Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. You could use the new Pan, honestly. She works as well. I'll talk about them. No, not Kid Goku. I guess that's it, right? You just need 2. And then you can just add like Kid Goku in there. You could add in like, I don't know, this Kid Goku. Oh, they're in there too. Interesting. Okay, because they're on Defenders of Justice. That's right. Ultimate Gohan, maybe. You can also get the other Ultimate Gohan in here too. I think he's also in here somewhere. But you got options, really. You have a pretty solid amount of options. So going into this, right? Oh yeah, they also have animations in here.
Change.
Interesting. So they have new animations right here. So this is their 12 key super. I feel like theirs are a lot more clean and yeah, there's just a lot more clean than Gohan's. Yeah, and that's their 18 key as well. So
With designs,
let's take a look at their kit. So 12 key raises attack and defense for 4 turns. Does colossal damage. 18 key raises attack for 1 turn. Does mega colossal damage. Raises superclass allies attack by 50% for 1 turn. And has a great chance of raising superclass allies defense by 50% for 1 turn. Here's the one thing I don't like about this, right? I hate this last part, but it's not bad if the unit is already good. The problem is that it's Goten and Trunks. Every time I see a Goten and Trunks or even Gotenks, right? I always see them having like a great chance to get these extra buffs. I kind of don't like that, but I think their passive makes up for it, and we'll look at it right now. So their passive, it's a reversible exchange, of course. You get 5 key and 100% defense with a medium chance to crit. They have a great chance to launch an additional super. Like I said, every time there's a Goten and Trunks, they have some sort of chance to do something. And this is not even a guaranteed additional. It's just it's like a 70% chance to just do an additional super. Receives an additional 2 keys per type key spur obtained, not per key spur obtained, per type key spur obtained. With at least 1 key spur, they have a 77% chance to dodge. Okay, that's fine. That's better than nothing, honestly. With 2 or more type key spurs, they get 100% attack when attacking and 100% defense when receiving an attack. With 4 or more type key spurs, they get an additional super. and guard. And for every youth category ally on the team, they get 200% attack and a chance to dodge plus 10%. Wait, hold on. Let me see this for a second. Need to double check. Categories that they're on. Oh, yeah. Well, because they're a reversible exchange unit, they also each of them also take the categories that they're respectively on. So really, you're saying that Gohan is also on youth. This teen Gohan is, well, he's an adult actually, but no, actually he's like 16, 17 years old, so it makes sense actually. But still, you're saying that teen Gohan is on the youth category. That's pretty funny actually. 30% attack, 10% chance to dodge, and then for every hybrid Saiyans category ally on the team, they get 100% defense up to a max of 500. Sheesh. Damn. It's a pretty high defense right there. When they receive a super, they get another 15% chance to dodge temporarily. So we're looking at here. Guaranteed chance to dodge with one key spirit obtained. That's only once though. And then, what we'll call it, they give all allies 3 key 30% attack and defense within that specific turn. And then they give youth category allies a 5% chance to dodge for 2 turns. Interesting. Interesting. So how's this unit supposed to work? Is this the idea of this unit is to, what we'll call it, what are they made to do, honestly? Because the way this unit works is you want orb changing, but there's no orb changing in here. Because you want rainbow key spheres and int key spheres. The problem is that there is none. And it's gonna make it even harder to get this one, in my opinion. But I don't see any way to even get that. Unless the active skill makes up for it. Hold on. Well, this unit is just made to dodge. Like, quote unquote, dodge infinitely. So what I'm thinking here is, they're already int. Just give them pure dodge, like additionals and dodge. And they're pretty much just set to go, really. Oh, here it is.
Enjoy.
This must be the active skills. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then there's Gohan's active skill right there. Oh, I do like his animations. Nice, it's the triple Kamehameha. They have the KO? Yeah, they have the KO animation. Okay, I like
For
that.
Gohan's active skill, we've degraded its
Okay, let's take a look. So this is Gohan's active skill condition. Can only be activated when there are another 2 or more hybrid Saiyans category allies on the team, starting from the 3rd turn, or starting from the 5th turn before or after the reversible. Oh my god! Before or after the reversible exchange. I cannot talk nowadays. Master Raiders attack does ultimate damage. Blah blah blah. All attacks become crits. Changes all key spirits to instant rainbow. Okay, there we go. But the problem is that it sounds like you're only getting this once. Because there's no other rainbow orb changing in the passive. So why the hell are they... They've done this before, actually. They've done this with, I think, Kale and Khalifa. Because their abilities to dodge or do extra damage, I think, relies on key spirits as well. Specifically for the amount of key spirits you get. This is the same shit that they're pulling right here. I want to see how they actually work, but on paper, I kind of don't like it already, just because of this last part of the passive right there. Everything else is honestly fine, but just for this Gohan only. But in terms of like Goten and Trunks, who cares really? Once you go into them, they're dodging left and right, bobbing and weaving left and right. Well, maybe I don't know about this. It says only one, so we'll see. I want to see them actually work, but they look fine for now. And then this is Goten and Trunks' active skill, so it can only be done, of course, upon exchange. It massively raises attack temporarily and gives 20% attack and defense to youth category allies, and this is permanent. And then usually with active skills, things that are straight up giving them as a buff, like if it's a 20-30% buff, it's actually much higher than that. So this is really good. Yeah, this is really good. I like this. All right. Oh yeah, this super easy oh my god, AGL LR Trunks and Goten. Damn, when was the last time I touched them? Probably since they're easy A. Yeah, they're probably getting a huge buff out of this. What you call it? The only thing I could see out of this really is this is gonna change dramatically so that I can get this consistently. They can't fix this, so in order to compensate for that, they have to increase their defense. They have to increase not defense. They have to give them bigger buffs or better buffs in order to compensate for their 12 key. But they're getting a super easy. That's interesting. Let me see. If I go to Extreme Z Battle, and I go to them specifically, what are they weak to? They're weak to Gifted Warriors. So when their Super Easy A stage comes out, they're gonna be weak against Easy A Gifted Warriors category units. And then after that, that's pretty much it. But there's one more thing. Oh, actually, there's a couple things I do want to take a look at. What are the stats? If I look at an int unit, an int LR, right? Let's take a look at these guys. So you're getting like at least from base to here, so 5,000 HP. So that's 28,000 HP. So 15,910. So 5,000. Oh, there are 5,000 across the board. That's right. 28, 18, 19,000, and then 14,000. That's not bad. That's not bad, honestly. Stats are not that bad, honestly. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look at the animations. We have a banner unit spot. What the fuck? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? We get a banner unit Spopovich. How the fuck did we get to that? What were they cooking, man? Seriously, how the hell did this happen? So Spopovich is an extreme physical unit, but let's actually remove everything out of here, and we'll talk about why. I want to take a look at this again. So, this is the new banner Spopovich. This is the very first time they're throwing in an SSR Spopovich. Just Spopovich is, we technically do have one, but it's actually a duo unit of Spopovich and Yamu, I believe. But we haven't had like a summonable Spopovich ever, so this is the first one. So he's a corroded body and mind, or Majin like a 3-key 130. He gets 2 key, 200% attack and defense. When there's another extreme class ally in the same rotation, gets 2 key, 50% defense with 40% damage reduction. When attacking, he gets 200% attack and defense, and then for every attack performed, he gets 100% attack within that turn, so it resets. Before receiving 8 attacks, he gets 200% defense with another 40% damage reduction, so 80% damage reduction. 80% damage reduction. Interesting. And that's before 8 attacks. After 8 attacks, it'll be 40% damage reduction, but then everything else in here. 200% attack and defense, a chance to crit plus 40%, and then has the scouter effects. Okay. When there's a tournament participants category enemy, he gets 50% defense, 20% crit, and launches an additional super. When there's an Earthlings category enemy, he gets 50% defense, another 20% crit, and another additional super. There's more, isn't there? Yep, if there's a Puppy Gals category enemy, he has another 50% defense, another 20% crit, and another additional super. And these 3 stack on top of the shit that he's getting on here. And that's his link set, blah, 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 blah. Super attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage, and lowers attack and defense. Okay. Sure. Spopovich, you interesting thick boy. Okay. Let me see this again. Tournament participants, Earthlings, and Puppy Gals. Wonder who's on there. If I put in Puppy Gals, Earthlings, and what was the other one? Tournament participants. Can't think of anyone really. Hold on, let me see. Maybe I should put in the same stuff actually. Really? Really? Puppy Gals. Well, it needs to be everything in there. So the only character I can think of really is probably just Videl. But do we have a Videl boss? Maybe if I take a look in the Pepe Gals event, where is it? Is it? Damn, it's been a while. Here it is. Is it against? There's only one Videl stage. There's only one. Unless I'm missing some, but there's only one. And Videl's the only character I can think of that fits this dude's description. As we know, he brutally beat a Videl. Oops, spoiler alert. I'm kidding. If you watched the Majin Buu saga of Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Z Kai, you've probably seen the brutal beatdown between Spopovich and Videl, and that's where those 3 effects came into play. Okay, interesting. But that's pretty much the new stuff and the new units is what I should be saying. In terms of this, right? Dokkan events coming out. Here's the new EX part with the 3 events announced. I'm assuming, yo, these are new stages. Oh, they're revamping this so they can use hybrid Saiyans for it. Interesting. And oh, burst mode. I need to do that. Yeah, that's everything in here. So let me know what you guys think of part EX. Let me know what you guys think of the producer's letter. I think this is a pretty good producer's letter. I think I'm pretty excited, of course. I think is what I'm saying a lot, but I'm pretty excited. See how this unit's gonna work, but we'll see. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. As always, I'll see you all in the next one.